Got me on? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to Optim Orthopedics. It's great to be here. I'm Karl DeMasi. I'm the coordinator of the Coaches for Curing Cancer 5K, 10K walk, presented by, of course, Optim Orthopedics and the Karl DeMasi and the Prep Sports Report. Today is something special because if you would have told me we would raise this much money, I would have said you're crazy. Okay, we've been doing it for 7 years, and it's always been a small part of the Coaches for Curing Cancer. So thank you for joining in the celebration. We had a lot of success this year. Believe me, a lot of gratitude and excitement because of the amount that we're going to donate today. First and foremost, I got to thank our generous sponsors for unwavering support. Has played a big role in making this event successful. It's been that way for 7 years, but this is really the biggest one. Their contributions have made it possible for us to organize this race and, of course, empowered us to contribute more money for the battle against childhood cancer. And that's what it's all about. Optim Orthopedics, I'll get to Optim Orthopedics in a couple of seconds. First of all, I got to thank Tim Adams. A lot of people know that Tim Adams was the coach at Jenkins High School. He started the Coaches for Curing Cancer back in 2015. We had a coaches clinic. We had a big gala. It was a lot of fun. We had a singer. Big Frank Solkowski was the MC. But 2 years later, I said to Tim, I want to do something more. And I said, I want to do a 5K run. Tim gave me the permission to do it, and we ran with it. The first one was over at Daffin Park. Maybe we had 45 participants. We had one major sponsor, but it's grown since then. But Tim Adams' family has been a big part of this. Talking to Mandy the other night, Mandy Garola, the vice president of South Georgia Cure for Childhood Cancer, Tim Adams' organization since 2015 has raised $63,000 for the cure since 2017. That's not including this year because I didn't want to tell her how much we got. But Tim Adams lost a nephew, his wife, Anna. They've done a great job with this. And I asked them for permission. And when they stopped doing the galas and all the fundraisers, I said, Tim, is it okay if I still keep the Coaches for Curing Cancer logo? And he said, go right along with it. So it's been something special. And $63,000 in 8 years with COVID thrown in there too. It's something special. So Tim, I thank you a lot. This is all your hard work. It's easy for me doing it once a year. I wish you could still, find that time to still do it. But I know, you move on. Okay. And like I said, he lost a nephew to it. So, all right. Optim Orthopedics, Nick Gant. You have to have an esteemed title sponsor. And Optim Orthopedics, what they do for the community is unbelievable. It's not just all about, fixing knees. They've done mine 3 times. Okay. It's about giving to the community. And that's what they are. They're a big part of our community. Their contribution has helped me in countless ways, from covering event expenses to providing the necessary resources for the race, believing in our mission to defeat childhood cancer. It's just remarkable that they're willing to do this. And I really appreciate Optim Orthopedics. Can't forget about the other sponsors, okay? How to Run Specialty Store. That's where the race takes place at 204 and 95. The shops at 204. Great running course, flat. We could do a 5K and 10K. Philip and Pam Howe are the owners. They opened the store early on that Saturday morning. We start at 7:30. So they open the store at 6:30. They help all the participants, make sure they can get water, make sure they know where the restroom is. They help set up the course. And I got to give a shout out to the general manager, Mark Cameron, my New Jersey brother. Believe it, a New Yorker and a Jersey guy getting along, we do. He's the general manager out at How to Specialty Stores. And what he does, recruiting, promoting, making sure everything's going right and putting up with my 50,000 questions, Mark Cameron is a big part of why this is such a big success. And once again, How to Run Specialty Store, How to Run Specialty Running Store at the shops at 204. So that's 95 and 204. You got to check it out. And to Mark, even though you're from Jersey, I love you, brother. All right. Still got a couple more. Endurance races, Dan Pavlin. Okay, Endurance Race Surfaces puts on a lot of our running races that you see on the weekends. Dan Pavlin is the running guru. He gets there at 6 o'clock in the morning, sets up the course with his workers, sings the Star Spangled Banner if you don't have anybody to sing it. He does a great job. They time the race, and I'm telling you right now, the people that take part in this race, they want to know their time. They're fanatics about it. And Endurance Race Services does a great job setting up the course, timing, breaking it down. And Dan for helping me out and giving me a discount on the course, because the more money we can get for to battle childhood cancer is special. I appreciate you, Dan. Now to surprise, and this is where Amanda Crosby and Andy Grohl have to listen. So we raised $3,000. And I figured, that's better than last year, because last year was $2,600. So I get the mail one day, and I open it up. We had a group of runners from Webstaurant.com here in Savannah. There's like 5 or 6 runners. Tamika Hutchinson was the lead person in charge of this. So I opened up the envelope, and it's a check for $2,500. I'm saying, hold it. And then in the letter is her registration form, also to be the race sponsor. But it got there a little late, so I didn't know it. So I called up Tamika right away, and I said, I didn't put you down as, the sponsor. She says, Coach, we got to go in a little late. So the charity, let me get to the charity. I want to make sure I get this right. Okay, so Webstaurant.com services applied to the Clark Associate Charitable Fundraisers out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And they chose to donate $2,500 to our race through Webstaurant.com. So that's pretty special. You guys adding up the money now? All right. So, but certainly not, I can't forget the volunteers. Cure Childhood Cancer, Amanda the Boss Crosby. She really should be Amanda the Bulldog Crosby, because she gets out there and she does it. Okay. She is, let me get her. She is the community engagement manager for the Cure. She did a great job. She had 10, 12 volunteers there. She brought the Savannah Christian cheerleaders. Yeah, come on up. Well, you're the producer. I mean, you should be able to tell me what to do. All right. So Amanda Crosby, community engagement manager. And then you got Mandy Garola, which I know forever. Okay, the vice president for South Georgia for Cure Childhood Cancer. So we've been working together for 7 years now. And Amanda jumped on board this year. And I said to Mandy, I said, I need volunteers. I need help, because long story short, my volunteers no longer could do it anymore. So she called Amanda. Amanda got all these people together. So, and the Savannah Christian cheerleaders came out. They cheered the people when the race started. They cheered the people when they came back. It was really special. And a new part of the race was, there's an organization called Need for Speed. Okay. If you ever watched the Boston Marathon, and there was a gentleman, I can't think of his name now, but he would push his son in the marathon, just passed away. Well, now we got an organization that has those chariots, that's what they call them, for disabled runners or handicapped kids, or even old people that want to do it. We had Bill Bridge, who is 95 years old and hasn't missed a race yet. He was pushed in one of those chairs. It was something special. Eric Edmansky does it. If you want to look it up, look up Speed for Need or Need for Speed. Need for Speed. It's a great event. So it was just amazing. But Webstaurant.com and Clark Associates Charitable Foundation gave us $2,500. So it was simply special. Volunteers. I got to thank my wife, DeMasi. She's been here since day one. The first day I started doing this, whatever it may be, signing people up, timing, handing out medals and T-shirts, making sure there's water and food. And her friend Wendy Haley, who came on like 4 or 5 years ago, without those two, it wouldn't happen. So her volunteers, my volunteers, and the How to Run family volunteers that Mark Cameron puts together made it a big success. But most importantly, the participants. Like I said, the first year we had 45 runners. We're up to 117 runners now, which I never thought we would get that quick. So that was pretty special. To the runners, you're the people that paid to do this. You're the people that donate the money. Without you, this wouldn't happen. And, believing in the battle against childhood cancer makes it special. So I'm ecstatic about it. I'm a little nervous about it, but, it's just something special, and I plan on doing it again. So if you want to join us next year, the 8th annual Coaches for Curing Cancer 5K, 10K run, hopefully presented by Optim Orthopedics with the Karl DeMasi Sports Report and the Prep Sports Report. June 8th, 2024, we'll be doing again at the How to Run Specialty Store out there at the shops at 204. So, got to thank my man Nick Gant, because usually I've just been handing you little paper checks.
Right.
Well, this year, I'm going to donate, or the Coaches for Curing Cancer 5K, 10K walk run is donating $5,500 to cure childhood cancer. I mean, unbelievable. And I got to thank everybody who participated, the volunteers, the sponsors. I mean, I never thought it would happen. So it's all yours, Mandy or Amanda, whoever wants to speak.
Thank you so much. We're so grateful. This, as you can see, Coach DeMasi's taken something that started as a really small event and just really grown it and gotten the community involved. He just mentioned so many community partners, and really, like, that's what it's all about. It takes a whole community to cure childhood cancer. So Cure is so thankful for this donation, more than double last year, which is very impressive.
I got a big goal to reach. I got to top $5,500.
I'm sure you can do it. It's been really fun to just watch it grow. And you can tell Coach DeMasi's heart is in this. I mean, every year he just makes it better and improves on it and gets more people involved. So Cure's so grateful. And Cure's mission is to eliminate childhood cancer through funding targeted research and also supporting patients and their families. So we work locally with all the families who are on treatment for childhood cancer and support them in really any way we can, financially, emotionally, through counseling, lots of different ways. And then we also fund life-saving pediatric cancer research. So that we're going to put this to good use. We are very grateful.
And, you know, I stress this every year. I don't know how many people know this, but only 4% of what we raise for cancer goes to childhood cancer. Only 4%. All the money they raise for cancer only goes for childhood cancer. And like I say every year, if we can get that one kid out there maybe to join a team or go to a camp where, you know, they might have lost their leg from cancer and they can go swim. That's what it's all about. And I'll do this forever because, like I said, coordinating it is tough, but running the show, it's the community that makes it happen.
Exactly.
Anything from you, Nick Gant? All right. Any questions from the meeting?
Thank you, Karl.
Hey,
really.
you're welcome. Thank you so much. And the boss knows what she's doing.
She does. That's why we have her.
Come on, get in there together.
This covers me good.
Can you see me?
On your tippy toes. And of course, thank you guys for coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very cool. Thank you.
I don't know where you can put that. I don't know if you have a headquarters or anything.
Yeah.
We do. We have an office.
There you go.
Yay! It is so pretty. Look, they made a special one. No, you do
Okay.
it. You sure you want to do it?
Mandy's a spokesperson.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I'm a spokesperson, but I'm something.
You're Rob's
I
wife.
have the info.
You're Rob's
Not sure
Rob's
about
kid's
that.
wife. My wife would say the same thing.
Let's do you one at a time.
Okay.
Karl, you just want to step to the side. We'll get Mandy first here.
Okay, gotcha. I figured that. I remember that.
Okay, let's see. Do you have a?
I remember that from like.
You can just stick it in
Okay.
there.
I got you.
I can.
Just 5 seconds and then